Hello. So yeah, I just wanted to quickly do a video about Jehovah's Witnesses and their mission sense of purpose. Um, Now, a lot of people come to this and think, how do we actually get Jehovah's Witnesses out of the organisation? And what mo what most people seem to forget is that they have a mission sense of purpose, but because they can't identify what their purpose is, then they feel that the organisation is what they have to fall back to. So that keeps them locked into the organisation. Um, Now, if you were to do like a counterfactual, right? So we know there was the crisis of conscience written um, by a governing body member that left in about 1981, Raymond Franz. Um, Now, th that was quite the scandal, and it helped people leave the organisation, but it wasn't as spectacular as it could have been. Now, imagine that a scandal had arisen that um, the all the articles and that were like trying to get recruit from the most environmentally conscious was actually a way of diverting activists from um, ecological causes to go into the Jehovah's Witness cult. So then they would be distracted from environmental process test and environmental activism, and that there was a smoking gun of fossil fuel money or quid pro quo doing that. The scandal would have made a lot more Jehovah's Witnesses leave because it would have been obvious what the missing purpose was. Um, and so from that counterfactual, you have to think, well, it's not just that they need to know the truth. It's that they need to find their missing purpose and regain that to fully to feel to feel like they have a reason to leave the organization. Um, and the political neutrality and everything else in the organization screams that it's like massively distracts. So don't forget that one of the core teachings is to not go to university, and universities is known for their student activism. So obviously, one has to be very suspicious of this. Um, Another thing is that a lot of the messages that did come up in the pre 1975 End of the World saga was messages about environmental issues to try and use those to recruit people into the organization. And no, obviously, the more people that they're able to recruit in, then the more preaching work and the more that activists were siphoned off. Um, so it's not just that, because even with my own dad, he came into the organization and he came from an ecological conscious point of view that he was seeing the witnesses as a means of um, pursuing international peace. Now, what he didn't seem to understand is that international peace comes from proper resource management, because the reason why there's conflicts is because when resources run out, and long before they actually run out, then it generates conflicts. As um, military theory knows that climate change is a threat multiplier for military conflicts. So yeah, you have to, but the Jehovah's Witnesses absorb that and uh, teach to not have independent thinking. So they give away their critical thinking, and then they just join the organization. But there's always like a mission sense of purpose with people that become Jehovah's Witnesses. So it might be that sometimes because everyone is like is different, and the organization just like tries to get everyone to be the same, but each person like comes from a different viewpoint from where they were going into the organization. And even if your like own purpose in life isn't like environmental activism, it's to get help them to wake up. They might have to like think about what their purpose in life, and maybe that requires like therapy and that. But and maybe we can't be like responsible for that. But yeah, it's probably helpful to identify where the money is going, because that might help, because they do like put money into defense stocks and stuff like that. And yeah, some of the stuff that feels very suspicious about suppressing activism, particularly the ban on going to university and all the keep busy work. So yeah, if you anyway, like and subscribe. I'll post another video.